Hello, my name is Sarah McCone. I am a graduate of the CoAT program. I just finished in May, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how to navigate through the CoAT program. I'm going to talk with you about all the technical things, so using Moodle, submitting your assignments, finding out information about the teaching portfolio. We're going to talk about all of that here so that you know where to get started. So really quickly, let's go over why CoAT uses Moodle. First of all, as already mentioned by Dr. Honeycutt, CoAT is a self-tracked program. You are the motivated student getting through the CoAT program in 1 year, a year and a half, or in 2 years. So it's your pace. And Moodle allows you to track your progress as you go through at your own pace. You'll be able to see what reflections you've already submitted. Additionally, it's open all the time, 24/7. So if it's 3 in the morning and you can't sleep because you're worried about grading, you can log on to CoAT and get those reflections finished or look at the feedback. And when I say feedback, I'm talking about another advantage of Moodle, which is that Dr. Honeycutt can read your reflections and then reply to them, letting you know if you completed that assignment correctly or if she'd like a little bit more information about certain aspects. So you have that direct feedback right there. CoAT on Moodle is a one-stop shop. All of your resources are there. Eventually, a very large resource is there, the Teaching Portfolio Workshop. That's a very large workshop only because it walks you through every single step of completing your teaching portfolio, so all that information is there. So when I say one-stop shop, I really mean that the CoAT Moodle site has everything you need to get through the CoAT program at your own pace. Alright, welcome to the CoAT Moodle space. I'm going to try to navigate through this with you so that you have an idea of how to use this space. So first of all, right when you log in, you see a link to CoAT program announcements and some of the announcements posted over here to the side. That's one way that Dr. Honeycutt keeps in touch with you, but she also sends out a lot of emails. So when you log in, it's a good idea to glance over here and see what information is going on, but a lot of times just by checking your email, you will stay informed about what's going on with CoAT. Alright, so the reason I'm here to show you around is because I'm going to explain a little bit about the workshop reflection process. So as Dr. Honeycutt explained, you will be completing workshops and then earning credit for those workshops by submitting a reflection. Now, you might be wondering what this reflection should look like and what kind of content you're going to need. Do not fear, I'm here to show you. So, right here in section 3, you see where you can register for workshops. It has the complete schedule and the registration information. But here under section 4 are two very important documents. We have workshop reflection assignment option 1 and option 2. These are templates that you can use to complete your reflection, and these templates will help you complete the reflection in a way that is comprehensive. So it'll help you think about the kinds of details you should be including. Now if you click on this, it'll download a Word document that you can save, and you can really use either of these options. There's not one that's better than the other, it's whichever one you prefer. I've gone ahead and downloaded the first version so that we can look at it together. So here's option 1. As you can see, it's completely written out for you. It has a numbered list of the things that you must describe, and then a couple of sections that you should fill in analysis. Within these sections, you're going to answer questions about things that you learned, information about how you feel like you'll use this knowledge both in the classroom or when considering the learning process. Things that you'll change about your teaching, all of that's in here. And these suggestions, again, will help you fill out the reflection in a way that provides your teaching portfolio with details about things that you've learned and helps Dr. Honeycutt understand what you got out of the workshop. So going back to the CoAT site, we were just looking at these two documents here. We're going to scroll down a little bit to the submission space. Once you're finished with your reflection, you will submit it by clicking on one of these workshop spaces. So if it's the first workshop you've done, you would click on workshop space 1. If it's the second workshop, etc., etc. And that's one of the things I said in that beginning of this video is that CoAT helps you to track your progress. So if you're in your last semester and you can't remember if you have 2 workshops left or 1, you can come here and see how many you've submitted. So I'm going to show you my submission space for workshop 2. Now, as I mentioned, I already finished the CoAT program, so there are comments in here, but I graduated, so I'm not nervous about showing them to you. As you can see, I submitted something, and Dr. Honeycutt provided me with feedback about my submission. She says, this is a good start, but I'd like more specifics for future reflections. So she gave me feedback saying, this is a good idea that you have here, but I'd really like some more detail. And that helped me. I wasn't sure about the level of detail to put in some of the paragraphs, so that feedback really helped me. And I was able to resubmit something to her and earn credit for that workshop. So I wanted to show you that again, first because I already graduated, but second so you know what the submission space looks like and what the feedback will look like. Now, let me show you what a workshop space will look like if you haven't submitted anything. If you have not submitted anything, you'll see no files submitted yet and no entry, and you'll be allowed to upload a document in that space. As you can see, I can't upload anything because I've already graduated, but you'll be able to upload a Word document here just like you do in your regular courses that use Moodle. Something very important to remember is that if you don't click the Send for Marking button, you are not sending your assignment to Dr. Honeycutt to look at. So you must click on the Send for Marking button. You'll remember that as soon as you see it. But I just wanted to give you that tip up ahead. Alright, so we've talked about the 2 reflection assignment templates. We've talked about the submission space. And now we're going to talk about something else that's very important, the student reflection examples. So this is another resource given to you to help you with these reflections. If you download or if you have a PC, you can just go ahead and open it. One of these reflections, you will see an example of something that a student submitted, and that'll help you kind of understand the level of detail that you should be providing, the kinds of information you should include. And also it's helpful to just click through and see how long some of these are. So these are here for you to use to preview the reflections. A couple other things I want to show you. Here in section 7, when it's your time to complete your teaching portfolio, you will use this workshop space here. So that's there for you. There's an e-community and teaching resources. Like I mentioned, this Moodle space is open 24/7, so if you have some spare time and you'd like to explore these resources, they will always be here for you. Looking back up to where forms and assignments are, with the 2 workshop reflection templates, you'll see that there are a couple other forms here, including the CoAT observation form for when your mentor comes and observes you while you're teaching. This is the form that they will use. You have a teaching portfolio rubric, and up here at the top you have a CoAT timeline to help you keep on track. Now that we've talked a little bit about Moodle and about how to write and submit your reflections, let's talk briefly about grades. The short answer is there are no grades in CoAT. The reason is the reflections that you submit are merely supposed to earn you credit for attending that workshop. Dr. Honeycutt won't be giving you an A+ for your writing or a B- for your grammar or anything like that. Instead, the grade is received as credit. You will simply receive credit for attending your workshop. And remember, you need to attend at least 6 workshops. So earning credit for that reflection assignment is a big deal. Now, if you submit a reflection assignment and Dr. Honeycutt would like to see some additional details, which as you saw happened to me in my second workshop reflection, all you need to do is redo that workshop reflection, make the changes that she's requested, and then resubmit that document, and you'll receive credit. Now, a final note about those reflection documents, as we said, those are included in your teaching portfolio. So those details are going to help you as you draft your teaching portfolio toward the end of your CoAT career. So keep that in mind while you're writing them, and make sure that you're providing details there that help you remember the kinds of things that went on in the workshop and what kinds of strategies you learned and how you plan on using those strategies in your teaching. Alright, time to go over the last how-to, registering for a workshop. We're back here at the CoAT Moodle site. If you log in, remember this is the screen you see. I want you to scroll down to the 3rd section that talks about workshops. Click on the workshop schedule and registration link, and you'll be taken to the page for the Certificate of Accomplishment in Teaching program. Now, this page just has a short summary of the CoAT program, and then on the side, helpful links. Click on the Register for Workshops links. Now, it might ask you to sign in. Just use your Unity ID and password, so your NC State username and password to get into the system. And then from here, we can quickly scan the different kinds of seminars, and by looking to the left of the workshop name, we can understand whether or not it's something that will count for CoAT or if it's a FIT, Member Fundamentals in Teaching, workshop. Now, if it's highlighted in red, that means that the workshop is no longer open for enrollment. That means you can't enroll right this second. But there is a wait list available, and we encourage you to sign up for the wait list. If there's a workshop you really want to attend, sign up for the wait list, and if a spot opens, Dr. Honeycutt will email you. Okay, so let's say that I decide I'm going to do the Writing Learning Outcomes workshop. I can see that it's online discussions, and there are still some open seats. And it starts August 29th and ends September 2nd. That sounds pretty good to me. I will scroll down the list, which, as you can see, shows information all the way through the semester, and click Submit to sign up to my workshop. Now, it'll confirm with you and let you know that you've just signed up for it, and you can go over here to view your entire schedule, and it'll show you what you just signed up for, so you can see that here. And it'll show you anything you've signed up for, so you can see I've signed up for a couple things. Some of the things you can see that I ended up dropping out before I attended. You know, scheduling conflicts happen. We're graduate students. There's lots of things that happen, but you can see the ones that I did attend. And this is helpful if you get a little behind on your reflections and you know that you submitted or that you attended a workshop, but you can't remember exactly what day it is or what time. You can come here and look. Alright, so hopefully that answers your questions about how to sign up for a seminar. Thank you for viewing this how-to video. Remember, if you have any questions, check out the FAQ page listed on the Moodle site, or look up the schedule for the live chat sessions that Dr. Honeycutt's going to be leading. You can also email Dr. Honeycutt if you have a specific question. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you in the CoAT program this year or these next 2 years. Coming from one alumni to future graduates, I know you can do it.